Hey, what's up guys, this is Astranox. This game was just released globally. If you want to play it, the link is in the description of the video to download it. So go right ahead. I've been playing for 10 days. One account was not enough. I went with 4 accounts, guys. I'm crazy like that. And I've been having a lot of fun. There's so many things to do in this game, guys. More on to that in a minute. Thanks a lot to Excel Games for sponsoring this video. This is an MMORPG, and I've been playing a lot of MMORPGs since I was a kid, so I have extensive knowledge with these types of games, right? So we got 6 classes. Actually, it's 5 with 1 hidden class, so I'll talk more about that in a minute. We got 2 trailers right here, and then all the footage that I have for you guys. I have a lot of tips as well, so stay tuned till the end of the video. And I'll talk about the classes, but also which one does maybe more damage and which ones are better for farming. The questing is something that I really enjoyed so far. When you quest, you're able to jump to the next objective with a certain ticket that I still have a lot of, and you just gotta be smart about it, how you use them, and you just use them when the next like mission is far enough. That's actually one of the boss in the raid. So stuff that you see in the trailers, they're actually well, in the game. So that's cool. So the grinding, you know, there's questing, there's some grinding, and the grinding actually like starts to kick in when you reach level 100 plus, and the questing gets you all the way there very easily, and there's more and more and more questing, right? So it's smooth. And then you get a special buff that allows you to get so much experience when you slay monsters, but also the experience that you get from quests. So, and you keep getting stronger buffs. So these are areas in the game, and there's a lot of different environments. There's really, you know, there's stuff for everyone in a game like this. And that's definitely something that I've enjoyed. Different sceneries, and well, with the different classes, and you can select a male or a female for every single class, and that's something that you don't see that often, right? And that's unfortunate. So yeah, there is plenty of content, PvE and PvP content, and there's always something to challenge you, and that's another thing that I really enjoy. Maybe you really enjoy PvP and you're gonna go with maybe you want to be optimal and go with a specific class that maybe works better in PvP, or just go with what you prefer, right? Something that you enjoy. You know, maybe you prefer magic. You know, I really like magic, so I went with a mage, and I like a range class, so I mean a mage is perfect for me. And I went with like a ranger, an archer. And that's another class that I do enjoy. I went with an alchemist, and also with the sculptor, which is one of the hidden class. Well, there's only one right now, but from the novel, I've heard that there might be some other hidden classes later down the line. So yeah, Moonlight Sculptor, and man, there's actually a pretty solid story as well. So here we have the warrior, we have the archer, and here is the mage, paladin, sculptor, and finally the alchemist. I'll show you guys in a minute or in a few seconds all the classes, male and female, and the customization that you can do. This is my mage, right? Level 131, and here are my 4 accounts. I'm fishing on every account here, just chilling here at the pond in the guild Hideout, which is something new that they added this patch actually. And this game was released in Korea, and it's the global release now. This is the warriors, male and female. And the warrior, you know, he can be a tank. She or he can be a tank, or you can be a damage dealer as well. I didn't like it that much just because it's a bit slower with the attack animations. It's not as smooth as the sculpture, which is sort of like a thief, a rogue, like an assassin, much faster, deadlier, but of course can take more damage because the sculptor wears leather. So the classes that wear cloth, there's the mage, there is the alchemist. Now for the leather wearers, there's the archer, and there's the sculptor, which is the choose later class. At level 30, you become a sculpture. Now for the plate wearers, we got the warrior and we have the paladin. But it depends on your stat allocation. You can wear plate if you have enough strength. You can wear leather if you have enough agility. You can wear cloth if you have enough intelligence. And that's something that's really cool. And you can wear any piece of gear in the game if you have the stat requirement. You don't need a level. So this is the customization here. You can change the hairstyle, you can change the eye color, the skin tone, and the facial expression. Well, the face, which is like also the facial expression, eyebrow, it's sort of like together. But yeah, it's pretty nice. So here I'm in my house, going to sleep here. But actually, it's not time to sleep. Let's go, baby. We're going to do some PvP here. So Mage versus Mage here in the arena. The meteor attack, both synchronized at the same time for some reason. It's the first time I've seen this actually with all the PvP that I've done. That was actually funny. So yeah, victory here. Rank 69. Nice. And more PvP. That guy, man, he came in real fast. Like he attacked me super fast. That was ridiculous. And we got another battle, and then I'll move on to a raid, which is actually one of the latest raid that was just introduced in this patch. So yeah, plenty of content to do and plenty of stuff to show you guys. So right here, this is the boss, Tyrant's Omnius. And you need to be level 129 to access this raid. I'm just 2 level over that, right? So we have here, man, Tiny's, and he is rank number 1 on the server number 3 right now, which is where I'm at. And yeah, he should proceed and deal a ton of damage to the boss, so that's good that he's here. This boss seems to have a ton of health, and yeah, I mean, seems to be the hardest boss so far in raid that I've experienced. And the stuff that I want to talk to you guys about, right? I have a lot of tips. I'll give you tips as I go along with the footage that is going on the screen. But yeah, there's definitely quite a few things I want to talk about. So this game, it was developed by XL Games, which are the developers behind the popular sandbox MMORPG ArcheAge. That's real nice. That's cool. You can play offline actually, guys. Like, you can progress. Like, you can get experience, you can get gold while you are offline. A hero never rests. Continue the captivating gameplay and action-packed combat in sleep mode, where you can still get precious loot and experience. So here you have to dodge boss mechanics, right? So yeah, not too bad for a range class, but if you're in melee, the thing is, when your animation is slow, right, and you need to get out of the way, but then you kind of like realize, or you're trying to move while the casting animation just started, well, you might be having some problems. So you have to pay attention. Like, you really have to pay attention, because some boss attacks can be quite deadly. I did not actually try to take a hit, but I'm sure it would hurt real bad. So this boss is actually summoning some monsters that I helped to clean out and actually get experience by doing that. That's really nice. And there's that knockback AoE that he's doing. There's also doing some, like, that attack right here, line attack, that you definitely don't want to get close to, because like if the attack is small, the radius is small, it normally hits harder than the one that hits like a big area. So I was rank 12 here, of course. I mean, barely able to enter the place, and you can see that Tiny's destroyed the boss. And look at the percentage of my damage compared to some of the other players. It's ridiculous how much you can actually improve in this game to become stronger. So that's really cool and something I'm looking forward to. And so in this first update, right, released on the 8th of June, a few new things coming to Moonlight Sculpture. We got 150 floors of Mirkan Tower. So you can enter the Mirkan Tower at level 80, and I'll show you guys that in a few minutes actually. So this is actually the Twisted Sewer map, and that place you can go in there with your own party, or you could have a party, like look for party, right? And I'm doing that with my 4 accounts, and I have my mage as my leader, my main. I was controlling manually to go into packs, and I had the other 3 accounts set to assist my main hero on semi-auto, because you can set auto or semi-auto if you hold your finger on the auto function. So yeah, it actually works real nice. They just have to be not too far, they have to be in range, and they will come and assist me as soon as I get attacked or as soon as I attack something. So yeah, I'm enjoying that, and that's really interesting that it's there and it works well. So I got, what do I get from the loot here? Let's see, it was, yeah, it's pretty good. Heroic, but it was strength. That's not something I want on a mage, unfortunately. So yeah, a new party dungeon, Twisted Abyss Sewer Maze. That's what I just did right there. So yeah, it's a new piece of content, and I was able to clear it, as well as the raid Tyrant's Omnius Temple, entry level 129, the one that I just did. Well, I got carried by higher level players, of course. We got the Anubis raid and raid decorative cloth set effect. Guild hideouts. That's really cool. That's where I was in with my accounts, where I was fishing. So you got like crafting nearby. You can you know, do plenty of stuff in there. There's a pond to fish. You can decorate the place. I'm questing right now. What you're seeing is questing, and I'm just teleporting using the ticket. That, look how fast it is, like so good. And you just press on the next objective, and it will get you to where you need to be. But when it's like 200, I don't know what the measurement is. Are they meters? Are they yards? Anyways, when it's 200 up, I just teleport, right? But if it's under 200, I don't do it. This is sleep mode right there. I'm showing that this zone, I cannot go to sleep here because I need to be level 142. So I can't do it. And look at how much experience I would get. In 3 hours, 43 minutes, it would be 876,000 experience. But look in this zone, I'm checking the sleep mode, which I can actually do because it's a much lower zone. I need to be level 95, have 500 attack and 2100 defense. I meet all these requirements and I would get almost 700,000 experience, which is pretty close to that other zone that I can't even do. I would do the full 4 hour and I would get almost twice as much gold in that place. So sleep mode, use it in a zone that is a much lower level. Eco mode, this thing is amazing because you can grind, you can have auto going on for fighting monsters, fishing, and it's very efficient. Like your phone, your device will not run hot in that when that feature is turned on. You can turn down the brightness as well as of your device, and it will help a lot. So that's what I do. I go to sleep, get my grinding going on with my 4 accounts, and I go eco mode, turn the brightness down, and the phones, they run cool. Even my phones with that have lower performance. And that's great to have because, I mean, you want your phone to last long. And yeah, that's definitely a good feature that they optimize properly. These are pets, and they have some really cool, really cute animations, man. And there's so many cute pets in there. And they give you, actually, you can carry more stuff, and you will get more experience depending on the quality of the pet. So yes, and maybe the heroic one also boosts the item acquisition. Here I got lucky. I got Anubis Twisted Heart randomly. I was filming and I opened some boxes and I ended up getting that. The price has been going down, unfortunately, but that thing was worth like 2 million not too long ago, I think. But yeah, I'm listing it to like, what is it, like 1.4 million, just hoping for the best. And that's cool. Like, that's the auction house, the item exchange. You can set materials for sale, gear for sale, the ones that are not soul bound, that are not bound to you, right, bound to your character. And yeah, you sell it to other players and they can bid, and whoever wins wins, and they get it in a box inside the item exchange. These are things you can buy every day. They cost gold. Everyone can buy that stuff, and there's a few of them you want to buy on a constant basis. There's some potion to boost how much you can carry. You can buy that only one time. This is a different currency though that you can get over time as you're playing. I don't like to buy mercenaries though, they're not that strong anyways, but they can definitely help you out in lower levels. Ancient scroll chest, that's definitely something you want to buy, man. And right here I'm gonna actually open one of these heroic mysterious buddy egg, and hopefully I get lucky. And nope. Wish I would have gotten a rare at least, but like a rare would be an upgrade. Here I'm actually summoning myself, like the leader, which is my other hero, my sculptor, is summoning everyone in the party. So you can accept and you will be teleported to that hero's location when he did the summon. So that's really nice, and you can see here party experience. You can actually get a boost of experience in a party, and you will get yeah, more players in the party, more experience that you can get. But make sure that your level difference is not so big. If you have a level difference of 10 levels or up, there's going to be a loss of experience. Like everyone's going to get less than if they were with players that were closer to their level, like under 10 levels difference. This is actually the tower right here, the Mirkan Tower. I'm still in low levels. I need to definitely grind it out and like go to higher levels. And there's some amazing rewards from that place. And yeah, there's 150 floors of this place. I definitely need to climb higher. So there is also the Green Day event right now. You can buy various potions, XP increase, item acquisition, boosting potion. There's a decorative set that you can buy in there as well. There's the Goblin Rod to get the entrance to the Goblin area. So cool stuff. And you can join the Moonlight Sculptor community on Twitter or Discord. The links are going to be in the description of the video. And also, of course, if you want to download the game, guys, the link is in the description of the video as well. Some general features of the game before I talk more about more tips for you guys. So control your destiny in the immersive story. Relive the story based on the famous novel, the Legendary Moonlight Sculptor, where you are completely free to play your way. Yeah, basically you're playing your way here. It's an MMORPG, you got so much to do. These are the skills of my mage, guys, and just giving you an idea of how it is. And you can see the mana cost is quite high on some of these skills, and you can level them up, and after you level them to 9, you can upgrade to the next tier that requires a certain material right here. This material you can get from one of the weekly dungeon, and yeah, you can tier up your skill, and then there's probably another tier after, because I've seen some different skill book, something else, and a different one. So yeah, your skills, they change tier, right? The up tier, and then the look of it, you're stronger, of course. The skill deals more damage, it's more efficient. And also, yes, the casting animation, what it looks like is different. It looks cooler, it looks bigger, and it's great. So yeah, one of the most powerful one is definitely the cloth armor specialization. That allowed me to get so much more defense, like defense that is physical and magical defense, but most importantly, the physical defense one. I mean, defense affects both, but then you get physical defense on top of it. So it's like a double dip for physical defense, and that is definitely something I'm lacking. And yeah, you're lacking of that when you are playing a cloth class. So that was definitely great to boost my survivability, and that's definitely a priority, right? Like if you are requiring more survivability on your cloth wearing class, you definitely want to power that passive skill up. Tournament of the Champions, Battlefield of Valor. Become victorious in weekly tournaments and claim your crown and epic rewards as champion. So I've been climbing an arena, but I haven't been part of a tournament yet. So that sounds really cool. Well, I mean, if I can reach somewhere near the top, but we'll see about that. Dive into the heat of the action at the Chaos entrance. Check out the ever-changing dungeons through the chaotic entrance. Get more experience and rare treasures through these dungeons filled with nefarious foes and powerful bosses. Man, I've done that place. It can be really hard if you go in the one that is closer to your level. You need to do one that is lower level than you, and there's multiple ones. I don't show it in this video, but yeah, there's different ones and there's different difficulties for each one of them as well. And that stuff can definitely scales, and there's some much better loot in the tougher ones, that's for sure. And here I'm enhancing my helm, and I'm bringing it to +7, and then I use a greater scroll, because you can have a chance between +1 to +3. So I'm hoping for a +3 from +7 to +10. So at +10, the great thing is that you cannot go below +10. So you can easily bring it up to +12 or +13, and you don't have to worry about it anymore. So that's one of the first thing you want to do with your gear, weapon, and then you do the chest, and then you do the helm, and then you do the glove, because you get more defense on your chest, and then helm, and then finally glove, right? So what else do we have here? We got the guild hideout, so I'm showing you guys what you got available there. A lot of crafting that you can do. Master your craft with live content. Not in the mood for a fight? Decorate your home. Cook some delicious food for buffs. Go fishing, which I've done and I've enjoyed so far. Or craft your own weapons or armors. So yeah, you can see that you can craft weapons and armor in a minute here. There's so many of them, guys. Like, my god, I'm not even close to the best stuff. Like, I've seen a weapon that I will triple my damage if I had that thing. And then you can, the thing is, when you have something better, you can go like really go ham and use all like your enchanting like scrolls, right? You go like crazy on that. And there's a protector when you enchant, so you don't drop down a level as well. So you want to save those for your next weapon upgrade or something like that. Find the best companion. Form pets. From pets to mercenaries, there will always be a trustworthy companion to accompany you on your adventure. So that's really cool that you can have companions. Like the pets, everyone can have a pet. There's a charisma stat that if you raise, which is only going to be done on a hero like a ranger, you raise your ranger build with high charisma, you can have a stronger pet, and the pet really helps, and you can buff the pet's damage as well. And not only the damage, just some other stuff you can buff for the pet. So that's definitely a viable build for a ranger, a very powerful one, especially when your gear level is not like god tier. And look at like the gear, like look at those upgrades, it's ridiculous. And they even have some fixed substats on those pieces of gear, which is nuts, man. Some of that stuff is really ridiculous, and the range are really high. Collect fragments to craft sculptures. Become the artisan of sculpting and place your masterpiece in your house for buffs. Yeah, you can decorate your house with these sculptures. Will you become a sculptor of moonlight? So they buff you up permanently depending on whichever one you have set up in your home. So that's definitely very important to work toward that later down the line. I did not, push that. I do have some sort of like basic sculptures so far, but yeah, you can definitely get some really nice buffs later on. So another nice thing to work toward. And here you got the cooking, right? Cooking is something that is important to do. Just at least make some basic food and make sure that you're not going hungry, because it will lower your attack speed, your damage, and your movement speed. So yeah, make sure that you are, you're fed, right? The best would be to be full or even very full. It gives you 10% attack increase, and you don't have to worry about those, those reduction of stats, which, yeah, you can set it to go auto. Like, you can put it on your bar and it will feed you automatically as you're grinding, even if you're not there, right? You go in eco mode after that, and all that stuff happens in the back, and it's great. So yeah, The game story is based off of a famous Korean light novel called The Legendary Moonlight Sculptor. So yeah, the story, yeah, a good story going on in this game, and the questing. I mean, I don't know how much questing there is, but yeah, it's non-stop so far. Non-stop questing, and the grinding. You get more experience because of those buffs that that are going on in the game. I'm not sure if it's permanent, but yeah, install the game. The link is in the description of the video. That buff, when you start off, right, level 1 to level 100, you get 100% experience increase for when you slay monsters. I believe it affects, you get 100% more experience for when you quest as well from your quest. Now, after that, at level 101, you lose that buff, but then you complete 6 daily tasks, which is very easy because you got daily tasks that you can do like every day, and you know, easy to do, give good reward as well. And then you can unlock the second one. It's called the Trochet's Blessing. So the first one is for level 1 to 100, and then 101 to 130 is Trochet's Blessing 2. Monster XP increased by 500%, and Quest XP increased by 200%. That's the guild warehouse here. You can have materials. Every guild member can put materials in there, and you can share it with your guildmate. So that's really cool. And this is the guild raid. The guild raid, Tiras's Forest. You fight Tiras in there, and he's strong. You'll see how strong he is. So the Trochet's Blessing, the second one, 500% XP when you slay monsters, 200% for Quest XP. Then you got the Trochet's Blessing 3. I thought after 2 it was done, but there's another one. There's probably more after that. So level 131 to 160, you get the third one, and Monster XP increased 600%, Quest XP 200%. So yeah, probably more of them. Save your red butterfly. That's the big currency, the big shop currency. You know, for more sell slots in the item exchange. Instead of trying to get a new buddy pet, work on that, so you will be able to sell more stuff every day. Save your red butterfly as well for more storage space in your storage box. Always good. You call your buddy for an errand, and you can send a bunch of stuff on him to be put into your storage box, and it definitely frees up a lot of space beside the junk that you sell to the vendor to get gold on a regular. So yeah, how to save gold? Basically like grinding efficiently, right? You want to use less mana potions and less health potion. Have HP drain, health drain. It's called HP drain on your earring. You can roll that constantly until you get it, and it will be very powerful. I have it on every hero, and I don't use many health potion. I don't use health potion when I'm grinding, right? When you're grinding, try to one-shot the monsters, or like two-shot them. Like, you need to down them very easily. The best way would be to not use any skill that require a lot of mana. So basically almost no skill used. Just with auto attack, you down the monster, which I've seen top players do to be efficient. You'll have more gold saved up. You will not waste it on mana potion. And yeah, so that's how you save gold. So the fighting with the Tiras guild raid boss, I had to leave with my other heroes. I can't deal with him. Yeah, I need better survivability on especially my alchemist and my ranger. He seems to be doing a lot of magical base damage, but my mage can handle him no problem. It's just I don't have enough damage, man. Like, he's got 3 health bars, almost 15 million HP. Now for the classes that are best for damage from what I've seen so far, and the class that will grind better than other ones, I would say that the Sculptor is overall a top class in PvE content. He is great for grinding. He deals a lot of damage when it comes down to a raid boss. The Alchemist has damage over time, so versus a single target hero or even multiple heroes, he's able to put damage over time, and he has it on like 3 different skills, maybe more. I haven't learned all of them. And the Alchemist definitely can pack a punch, but he can also take a beating because he's wearing cloth. Now the Ranger is quite powerful. you might need better gear on a ranger to deal more damage than, let's say, an alchemist in a raid scenario. But the ranger is going to be able to you know, have the pet, and if you're going with a charisma build and you have a stronger pet, you're going to be able to not only like attack the monster but the pet as well, and together you're going to be able to deal a ton of damage. And that's definitely a very powerful setup. Now the mage, very big burst damage, but requires a lot of mana potion, which means a lot of gold, which is down the drain. So if you can use a class, a hero that just kills stuff without requiring mana, you can have MP drain that gets mana back on earring, but I keep hearing you can put it on your glove or something like that. I don't see it. I don't know if it's in higher level that you get access to that, but I'm not able to see where the MP drain is at. I'm running HP drain on the earrings, and that's great for the, you know, not having to consume health potion while I'm grinding like easier stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to smash that like button. And if you have any comment, let us know in the comment section. If you have some question, join my guild on the 3rd server if you're gonna play there. Apply for it. The name is uppercase N, small O, big X. So it's Nox, but you have to write it this way. If you want to download the game, the link is in the description of the video. Thanks a lot to XL Games for sponsoring this video. And that's going to be it for this one. I'm Astranox. Good luck with all you do. Peace out for now.